Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're under EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run. It's Gurley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
49, guys. Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the run.
Here's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
You can't block me.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready, Mike 25. 15, check my 15.
Big stop.
Guys.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, South.
Mike, 49.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan looking deep for Gabriel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 20. At the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 41, Wilson, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we start in this first quarter. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Third and long, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyrell Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They try right side here. Gurley. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. from midfield now. Here's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards.
First down, Seattle.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Gets it off to Freeman. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike, 45. I got one.
Good job right there. That's right.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go, D.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Space.
49 to Mike.
11.
Hey, that's it.
Here's Ryan. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. 23 yards the pickup there. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're running early, so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benson Mayowa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 29.
Gun.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be second down.
It's now second and
10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, South. You better be afraid of me. You better. Hey, high 7.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
To throw again, Ryan. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and now it's third down. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Let's go, baby.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Make it a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 12, Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benson Mayowa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Freeman again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
14.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. That one goes for 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 1st down, Freeman a 1st down and more. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Shane Ray in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
You gonna see me and yourself. Hey, watch out. Check, Mike.
Now Ryan. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Shane Ray, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch
21. We own it. We own it. Let him go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That's taken at around the 40. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Come on. Check.
Now it's Freeman. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Check.
14. Got it.
4th down. Here's Wilson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Hey, check 24.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Another carry now for Gurley.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
49's the mic. Watch 40.
Hey, Tuesday. Gun. Hey, Foxtrot. Get that quarterback.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 22 yards there, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. That is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And not totally home free yet, but it's come up 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hey, ready, get ready, get ready. 54, Mike, 54. I got you, punk. Check 52.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Keep playing hard. Ready, ready. Hey, break plans. My spot 4. Got it. Watch the floor.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.